So I've decided computers are bad. Computers were actually a mistake, and I don't want to fuck with them anymore. Oh, Path of Exile is live on Xbox One. Thanks, that's fucking great. Game capture, hello? Paging, there we go. Alright, so where the fuck was I? Alright, so I was on the broken bridge with no waypoint. Excellent. I sort of want to just run up and down the broken bridge until I'm 53 just to see what this looks like. But did you change my sound device? You've gotta be shitting me. Oh, I don't have trade macro up. Hold on. How will I survive if I have to manually hit all my flasks? Reminder that flask macros are still, for some reason, a violation of the TOS. How do you feel about a B-movie sequel? Empty. Initializing. What the fuck takes you so long? You're an auto-hotkey script. Jesus Christ. I actually saw you post that the first time. It was shockingly unfunny both times. It was breathtaking how devoid of humor that was. Groundbreaking, really. So I'm still getting XP at decent rates here. Maybe I really should just walk up and down the broken bridge for a while. So I want to run master missions and do a little bit of mapping with Flickr today as well. And then tomorrow, although it starts pretty late, tomorrow is the beginning of the Dissidia NT closed beta, which I've managed to secure a key for. I'm pretty excited. Finally, I get to gung near people in 1080p HD. And I can wall slam follow up without needing a fucking... Let me help. I don't even know where I'm going. Okay, seems right. Yeah, the penetration ascendancy was the correct choice. This damage feels a lot more consistent overall. I can get the elemental status stuff and merciless and not really feel too bad about it. It's sort of tempting to ask Daryl to walk me through Cruel Lab right now, honestly. Because I think the next thing I'm picking up is Flask Effect. I'm not even entirely convinced I need Uberlab. So there it is, firing the second stream notification off, which is wonderful. Yeah, if you go offline for too long, you do get hit with that. I'm still wearing a car reward. I really shouldn't be. I should be wearing, like, basically anything else. The move speed's pretty cozy, but... really doesn't make much sense for me to be wearing this long term. So I forget how you do this. Okay. Find a way into the den. Alright. Just like the crossroads in Act 2, you do have to go every direction. The fractional currency div cards are so weird. They tend to drop in these really weird streaks, and they somehow feel more significant than actually dropping the currency in question. Div cards are a weird system to begin with. My sleep schedule is fucked right now. I actually spent, like, swear to God, 3 or 4 hours just lying in bed trying to fucking sleep. Interspersed with periodic attempts to make progress in Magia Record. Just feeling fidgety all the goddamn time lately. I wonder how people would react if I just ditched my stream schedule and instead streamed whenever I was awake for the rest of my life. It seems like a more reasonable strategy for me. Alright. Aligara's map. So we're in the right place. Just gotta do some wandering. Is it in Chamber of Sins level 2, or where? I forget. Anyway, we're gonna end up fucking going through this whole area before I figure out where the hell I'm supposed to be, so... Vol side areas are fucked up. I still remember playing right after Sacrifice of the Vol and thinking that Vol gems were so cool. Now they're just a thing? Like, Path has gotten so much content added to it in the past couple of years. The core game is still exactly the same, but there's so much more variation and extra shit going on that it just feels like a better process entirely. That bleed was really gross and dangerous. Yay, it's a fucking map fragment that I didn't want. Excellent. So I haven't seen too much of Dissidia NT. I've seen some HO footage of the game, but haven't watched a whole lot of it. So I'm not super familiar with how it works on a mechanical level. So when I finally get my hands on it tomorrow, a lot of my time is just going to be spent experimenting and figuring out what the rules are regarding follow-ups and movement. Targeting in 3 vs 3 is going to be something. Where should I be going? Let's bring up our handy-dandy tree simulator. I hear you back there. Don't you fuck with me. I will delete your existence. There's some really good ES nodes down this way. In fact, I probably should have taken those over melding, huh? Could respec the whole melding wheel, and... I don't feel like spending the refunds there. So where else if not there? Celestial Punishment calling to me, but I really don't need the damage. I'll never regret a defensive investment, really. I can always reorder this stuff if it turns out that I've gone a little bit too hard, but let's be fucking honest, when does that ever happen? I always underestimate defensive requirements for my builds. I don't think I've ever gotten it right the first time. Fuck you, Baltimore. Hello. feel like I missed something very important. Where the actual shitting fuck? Violent cursing isn't a substitute for humor either, Tyrone-sama. Let me find a not Facebook link. Thank you. Wait, you're shitting me. Is it just not open yet? Did I do this last time and forget about it? This is where I'm supposed to be. I mean, not for this, but... Yeah, no, I'm doing this out of order. Shit. I'm really good.
If you're coming up to buy a new car this weekend, you're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Car. Bad deal. Cars that break down. B, if you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker. You'll fall for this bullshit. Guaranteed. If you find a better...
Alright, I appreciate that. Thank you. I listened to the first 15 seconds, and there's already like 4 exploitable lines that I can use in edits there. I'm absolutely sampling that in something. Dig out a fucking Gabber kick somewhere from deep within folders I haven't used since, like, 2007. Fuck you, Baltimore. Kick, 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 kick. Throw 4 sound good throw fucking 4 sound goodizers on it and you're done. Congratulations, you did it. Jesus Christ, does that bleed ever last forever? I'm definitely more inarticulate than usual today, which is worrying. There's definitely a direct link between that and how much sleep I got the previous night, but I don't seem to have any control over that anymore. Like, I've completely forgotten how to maintain a stable sleep schedule. Like, biologically, it is non-possible now, so... what happens now, then? I gotta figure out what variant of caffeine, what caffeine delivery mechanism is the least distasteful to me. And just do nothing but use that for the rest of my life. I probably got something like 4 hours. So not so bad, but less than I would have liked. Kroger water flavorings. I'd love to just use soda, to be perfectly honest, but I feel like if I start drinking Coke habitually, it's gonna bounce back the opposite direction. When you can't tell there be music turned off, or the guy's just being a dickhead. I'm really cool because I can use filters. You just squeeze caffeine into your water. That actually doesn't sound awful. Like, it sounds absolutely awful, but not as awful as I expected, I guess. Alright, so we have Malagaro's map. And then, finally, to the Chamber of Sins. Hi, Silk, you fucking tool. Yeah, I need... Energy shield regen's going to be interesting. I don't think I get leech anywhere on this character, actually, which is fucking hilarious. I wonder if I can just sneak a life leech gem into my herald setup. Call that a survivability engine. Yo, as soon as I get done with the stream, I think I'm gonna try to put something together with that fucking sample. We put overdrive on master, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, rares are still a little bit spiky, but overall this is feeling a lot more consistent. Hello, Malagaro. I have to portal because you're gonna fuck with my life. Alright. Spider. Spoder. So I don't have any flask charges, because this fight doesn't spawn ads, apparently. So I just get to slowly orbit the Spoder, awaiting the sweet release of death. Like, my lord, dude. What do you even want from me? Over here? Alright, Spoder version 2. I don't know what this thing is actually. What the fuck would you call this? Alright, finally flask charges. Yeah, honestly, what is the design of this fight? Okay, these aren't ads. That would be way too polite. Instead, it's a really dick-headed looking line damage Toho attack. There. So what do you want with this? I forget. Oh, you know, you want me to bring you back at the fucking encampment, of course. Doing anything else would make way too much sense.
Keep your wits up.
Daryl's just going online and offline at light speed. Okay, this doesn't matter, but let's see what I might have been wearing. Oh, it's garbage.
Journey well.
Surprise! I bet everyone's shocked that an item I picked up off the ground in Path of Exile is not very good. I need to organize some of my miscellaneous currency better. You'd think that the currency tab would be a way to do that, but actually way too easy. It has to be fucking unpleasant. You gotta have so many types of sub-currency that there is no goddamn point in even having a currency tab anymore. Alright, so now you can now access the Chamber of Sins level 2. Great, I'm gonna reload this area because I'll bet you anything that it's not in here. Gotta have a newly generated instance to even see the trigger. It probably doesn't work like that. Fall of Warriath is generally pretty good about not having ass-backwards trigger conditions for stuff. I'm mostly getting out of your way, but there are always moments where I wonder. Alright, here we go. It's a door! Well, it's stairs, but close enough. So all the way around here. I don't even know what I just got stunned by. Yeah, hopefully with +2 to levels and a full complement of supports, those Herald of Thunderbolts will be killing white mobs. And then all I've got to do is get a fuck ton of chance to freeze. 52.
I like to sing off-key a lot, just to get into it.
Interesting sample. The nicest thing about the new minimap has to be the fact that it shows every area transition from 300 miles away, so you don't really have to make any guesses on it. It's just cozy. They did a thing correctly. The slow walk, the walk of shame. The walk of I have no flask charges and don't really feel like actually losing my shrine effect. Does it actually want me to... Okay. No, this is right. Okay. I know what the fuck is going on. Navigation's hard. Whoosh. I figured I'll probably upgrade my gear again after the merciless penalty. Which is... No, wait. Now that's right before maps. They, did this weird thing where they reorganized everything regarding the res penalties. La la la. Alright, where's Groost? Really? Sure feels good to be playing in Standard where I can death rush every boss instead of actually having to give a shit about the leveling process. I am dead. I am not dead. Somehow. Just doing slow circles. Well, pretty quick circles, all things considered, but the result is what feels slow. Alright, hit me with the new shit. Reduce physical damage over time taken while moving, chance to avoid bleeding. Perfect, I don't have a bleed flask just yet, so that sounds like exactly what I need. So, Northern Forest now.
How do you like that for harmony?
And I can get Mother of Spiders here. I haven't spec'd damage in ages, and this is still looking pretty okay. It's almost tempting to respec the melding wheel and just peace out, go for Celestial Punishment instead. Scaling purely through Elemental is actually pretty weird, now that I think about it. Like, just no particular type. There's not a lot of good sources of Elemental on the tree. And even though they nerfed the shit out of double dipping, Elemental conversions are still kind of a hilarious way to get damage. That Fire Cold wheel near Witch is just a monster.
That's what he said.
Alright, 46% to 53. And then I can finally pick up this godforsaken chest and see what the hell is going on with this build. And then I'm probably gonna peace out for now. Gotta reset my sleep as best I can in preparation for Deciduous NT. What is this sound design on the fucking poison spitters? What is that even supposed to convey? Sound designer was like, alright, so what are you going through with this enemy type? Well, give me the weirdest fucking thing you have. I mean, I guess that's valid. La la la. That wasn't even worth the time I spent to get it. Essences do give decent XP though. It's not like great, but it's something. Really, I'm grasping at straws. Take what I can get at this point. 73. Please move faster. I have a family to feed. I've always sort of liked energy shields as a defense. It means there's absolutely nothing you can do to actually influence the way it regenerates. It's like you're not using potions. You don't have to devote a slot to that because it literally won't work, which means one less button to press in a manner that's kind of obligated to react to things. Mother of Spiders is at the end of this, right? After Yina's Firefly thing in the Dread Thicket. Okay, I'm starting to remember this shit now. I appreciate that spiders are basically the universal fuck this thing enemy. Like, nobody with a functioning frontal lobe likes spiders. can't look at a spider and be like, yeah, this is fine. The mind recoils automatically. You just do not want. In memory of Bruised, I don't remember whether that's a skill point or not. I'm like 95% sure it's not. Find a way into the Arakali's temple. Yuna has nothing to say about that just yet. But if I go back, I'm sure she will. Right, yeah. So, the Dread Thicket... Okay, so this area is still unlocked. So I can just follow the path I did last time. Excellent. Two Quicksilvers is still a little bit, much for leveling, honestly. At this point, with Alchemist and with, pack density being as good as it is now, I really don't need them. Like, I can ditch the worst Quicksilver and get, like, a Wise Oak or something. But I don't want to buy shit until I've made sure that I have my, Coming Calamity set up. So I'll need to Jeweler's Touch that as well. A 5-link is fine for now. Tired of netplay. Tired of 2-frame connections that are really 7 frames. 2-frame connections that are actually 7 frames, that are actually 10 frames because you're playing on PS4. It's a good feeling, huh? I've been kind of dodging Uni on that play recently. Not on purpose, I just haven't been feeling it a whole lot. I'm still having like a low-key character crisis. Fucking bear! La la la! It's very upset. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Man, Blaze Blue net play it though. That game is so fucking 1-800 overhead and movement already feels so unresponsive even offline. I don't know how people do it. I couldn't. I wouldn't. Okay, so if I don't have Energy Shield, that can one-shot me from full life. Seems good. Good thing I'm on standard. Ah! Die already, Jesus Christ. This fight doesn't even have mechanics. It's just the same fight for the entire time. Alright, physical damage reduction for each hit you've taken recently. That's probably better than what I'm wearing, but I still don't have a bleed flask, so... XD. So how many damn fireflies do I need? I have forgotten what this game looks like without loot filters. Like, I took off my filter just for a little bit while early leveling on this character. And I'm like, wait, all the items the same size, how does anyone read this? As it turns out, they don't. That's exactly how they read it. God, fuck off. Go home. Mouse usage is hard. Anyway, Pee-wee.trade. The Coming Calamity. Okay, so this thing is 1 alka. What if I get it 5-linked? 20 chaos. And if we compare that to Jeweler's Touch, I think that's 2 L's. Yeah. Okay, Jeweler's Touch is 28, see? So if I buy this 5 link, what colors do I need? It won't matter really, but... Alright, so it looks like this, Never mind, actually. The 20C one that's up here is corrupted. It's corrupted 5 blue. Which means I won't be able to use Herald Device in it. No wonder that's so cheap. Alright, guess we're probably buying a Jeweler's Touch. Woe is me, I have to purchase 2 items instead of 1. Should probably actually have the currency ready, on the off chance that somebody actually responds to me, instead of their item already being gone, because Indexer's fucking slow. 8. Cool. And now all we have to do is find somebody to sell us a 1 alch item. This one has good ES, not that it matters really. Gonna leave this in my inventory for now. Hey.
It is good to see you.
Just gonna sell these off real quick to make sure my inventory is clear, and... Yes, give me the useless chest.
The jeweler leaves 5 fingerprints and connects them to sync.
Excellent.
The jeweler leaves 5 fingerprints.
Thank you, Navali. I heard you the first time.
Single thread.
Alright, so I need 2 green. I can Verici bench that, right? At least 2 green. Perfecto. So now... Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice. I don't know if this is the final link setup, but it's what I'm working with for now.
Now, when you're gonna shoot this,
Increased AoE, now we need Ice Bite and Innervate, so I'll...
then you're gonna push into a button. See that on my hand? And that's how you
Good
get
sample.
Fire. Trayvon's got a fire, all right? So you guys can talk to each other. All right, let me see. Helmet cam on, audio on, strobes on. All right, everything's...
Ice Bites, and... It is 2 ends, I knew it. So this is at least one more piece of gear that I won't have to upgrade for a while. Ice Bite, Innervate, and we'll worry about the 6th socket. The 6th socket. Please kill me. Alright, mana reservation looking good. Looking excellent, actually. Showing this off on a boss is probably the wrong thing. Okay, but there is a lead up to it. So as soon as we get our heralds activated... Oh, yes! That damage is hilarious. Perfect. Herald of Ice isn't even activating yet, and already Herald of Thunder is doing its job. Because Herald of Ice needs frozen enemies, which is not going to happen right now. I need chance to freeze, which means Maybe that's what I should be doing right now. Instead of going for more ES, I should be hitting jewel sockets and getting that 5% chance to freeze on each. Why the hell not? I can probably wear one now. Yeah, all this needs is more consistent elemental statuses to keep the heralds on and activated. And I think it'll end up being pretty compelling. Super low level gems here. Herald of Ice doing pretty decent damage when it does go off. A lot of stun avoidance from this chest. So the real question is what I want next. Let's go through our items. Oh yeah, and I'm still in I'm still in Aberrath's Horns, Jesus Christ. What the fuck is that? So, probably Ellie Weakness Voidbringer is very late in the game. For now, Rare Gloves will do me better. How much is it taming? $220 chaos. Doable. Not nearly as bad as it used to be, but not great either. Let me think about Freeze Jewel, something like that. Maybe I might do a little bit of respecking right now, ditch the mending, ditch the melding wheel for a couple of jewel sockets. So type a jewel, mods, 5% chance to freeze. Elemental damage. Can I get cold and lightning in particular? Let's just get percent increased damage and then percent increased cold damage. There is exactly one jewel with general damage, cold damage, and 5% freeze on it. Let's just look for general damage and freeze and see what comes up. Because nobody is fucking putting up freeze jewels. Nobody would put these up. Okay. So if I take a look here... So I can grab a couple jewel sockets from where I'm at. One within 2 points, and then a handful of others within 3. Yeah, and even 10% chance to freeze. How much cold damage am I doing through this? 24 to 37, 15% chance to freeze baseline here. From, it's coming from Ice Bite, right? Yeah. And then increased cold, well, added cold. 67 to 101 out of 1214. Yeah, I'm sort of tempted. So I'll ditch 5 points here. Doesn't really hurt me much. Grab 2 jewel sockets. Drop this in the leveling tab for later. It is 37 after all. Hey, it removes bleeding. Perfect. Priest life recovered. God, why am I keeping these? What the fuck is going on here? And let me just pick up some cheap 1C, 1 chisel jewels. Pull a chaos out of the stash here. Starting to run low on reserve funds, but that's all you have another character for. Just turn in a couple chaos recipes, and that's a couple jewels right there.
Yes, what is it?
Hello, Varici. Yeah, this flame golem is not going anywhere. That thing is not really a part of the long-term plan, if we're being 100% honest with ourselves. Alright, next guy. This looks fine. 2C, never mind. Yeah, we're just looking for the baseline freeze chance. Nothing else really matters. Nope. My guy said fuck off. How about that? So in the meantime, slot this in here. The increased damage ain't much, but that's with 1 property. I'm looking for 3 on the real jewels. These are just placeholders, so I can test how Herald Device actually procs. There are way too many jewel sockets in this build. Oh yeah, that is garbage. That's so good.
Fare you well.
I didn't even need to respec one of those. Alright, so let's start making our way towards Celestial Punishment. Big priority there as far as freeze chance goes. That portal is somehow still up in the Temple of Decay. It really shouldn't be. Let's take a relaxing walk down to Spiderland. Ah, much better. Immediately, this is actually going off. Doesn't really have the damage to hold its own just yet, but those occasional explosions. We've got another like 40% chance to freeze lined up in the next couple of points. Can I ditch any points that aren't doing much for me to grab Celestial Punishment now? Wouldn't it be nice? You look at like the 10% increased damage prop on a jewel compared to something like 40% on your garden variety sulfur flask. Not really a fair comparison, but then nothing is in this game. Okay, so hold on. What's doing nothing for me right now? Okay, these are kind of garbage. And if I ditch... Oh, I need 3 points anyway, so I may as well wait. Yeah, Heart of Oak right now is not really like... The stun avoidance doesn't matter too much for me right now since I'm not getting stunned a whole lot in the first place. You know, yes, 100% stun avoidance is going to be nice to have in maps where it matters, but for right now I want to be testing with a version of this engine that looks something like the one I'll be using in the endgame. Which means making weird build decisions sometimes. I'm also built pretty heavily defensively right now. Like, I definitely went overboard on ES investment. The clear speed is still great, but it's not automatic, which is the really important thing. It's going to be automatic, and then it's going to be fucking funny. You get like little glimpses of it here and there, and the Herald of Ice RNG gets good, but definitely needs some more tuning and some more time. And perhaps Doriani's. Oh, I am leeching, actually. Doriani's is 0.2% leech or something, doesn't it? Not fantastic for sure, but still counts. This door, the pathfinding here is a little bit wacky. Nice. So now, if I'm feeling a little bit cheeky, and a little bit like wasting regrets. 1, 2, 3. That's the first elemental damage I've gotten in a long time. Holy shit, that difference is immediate. That's enormous. Yes! Perfect! No regrets, dude. Now Herald of Thunder is starting to trigger Herald of Ice all on its own, which is the whole idea. Am I gonna have to get the fucking Herald of Ice MTX? I definitely want to. I think it looks super cool. And I think I run Herald of Ice on like every caster I've ever played. Maybe if I can find some earmarked funds for that. Because how much is it? Low-key curious now. Alternate skill effects. Divine Herald, Purple Herald. Arctic Ice Nova, where are you? Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure I know where it is or what it's called. I know there's some kind of MTX for it, but...
My bride has arrived, Exile. I hope you...
Alright, pop a portal here. Let's see how good our damage is against Arakawa. Kind of unfortunate, if I'm being honest. I guess I'll go fast enough, but... it's not super great. Rip Silk. Press F, etc. Dude, just fucking Omega done now. That's an awkward effect. Whoa! What the fuck was that? Gatling gun of get one shot. Shoutouts to standard. Okay. Man, the resistance optimization with Wise Oak is going to be really stupid. Since I want the penetration on every element, which means I'm going to have to get my resistances exclusively through all res and equal reses, it's going to take some god-awful micromanaging. And maybe a handful of divines. It's blessed for explicits and divines for implicits, right? Yeah, I don't really care. Alright, the exit to Act 8. I wonder how far I can take this right now, honestly. Oh yeah, my discipline was off. That's pretty good. What a wonderful habit. Wonder if I can buy a Cruel Lab carry. Wonder if anyone will even bother. Like, who cares, right? Bang. I'd probably be fine in Cruel Lab, but Izaro is the original motherfucker. So yeah, this chance to freeze is helping out a lot. A few more jewels, get Merciless Ascendancy. Effectively good to go. This is the engine starting to take shape. How soon can I get a Singularity? Because I could definitely... These wands are garbage. They're fucking awful. Singularity, Platinum Scepter, level 62. Alright. So it's 30% increased elemental, a ton of flat, and then like 70% increased damage versus nearby enemies. That's exactly what I want as a holdover until Doriani's. Anything in the guild stash? 20% increased spell. Yeah. I wonder if I swap these out for axioms, how does it go? So axioms, right? 1066 damage. 1056. So they are slightly, almost imperceptibly worse. Alright, I'll leave them here then. Anyway, I think this is a good stopping point for now. I'm a little bit off today, so I'm gonna take a little bit of rest and hopefully get plenty of the Decidia NT beta done tomorrow and over the weekend. Voice is hard. Anyway, adios. I'll see you guys in Discord.